Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video I want to talk about some things before I go into the actual video I have for today. It's a beautiful Saturday morning over here, and you can hear all the noises, you can just hear life happening. But I want to clarify some things that I see that people have, especially beginners, have some misconceptions on cybersecurity labs. What exactly is a cybersecurity home lab? Now, when I see people use this term, I don't know if, when I see a lot of beginners use this term, they tend to use it as a destination, right? Oh, cybersecurity home lab. I have a cybersecurity home lab. What does it really mean? And what should you really call a cybersecurity home lab? That's what I want to talk about in this video. And of course, you want to watch this so that you are not confused as to where you are and what level of knowledge you have acquired or will acquire while following some of these cybersecurity labs that we do on the channel. And of course, everything is free right here. Now, if you look at my virtual box, I have a bunch of virtual machines, right? Now, I'll start by telling you what a cybersecurity home lab is not. Okay, so a cybersecurity home lab is not installation of virtual machines, right? So, for example, you spawn up VirtualBox or you install VMware or any other virtualization system, and then you install a bunch of virtual machines on it. That is not actually a cybersecurity home lab. That's you just installing a bunch of softwares. Now, what I will say is this: you need to think of end to end activity, right? And in the end to end activity, you need to identify what assets you are trying to either protect, or just harden. Really, that's what a cybersecurity home lab is. For example, if you install Kali Linux on your VirtualBox, that's not a complete end-to-end project. That's not a cybersecurity home lab you have built. You just installed Kali. But if you go a step further and you use Kali in the way we want to use it in the next video, which is using Burp Suite that comes with Kali to actually carry out a penetration testing exercise and then come out with a report, then you have built a cybersecurity home lab. Okay, so what does your lab do? Your lab actually does penetration testing. That is so. Now, the way you should think about it is, what does the lab do? You see that? So if you install Ubuntu, then you want to maybe simulate an attack using Kali on the Ubuntu VM, right? And maybe install a honeypot on the Ubuntu VM, then simulate an attack, install a honeypot, use Nmap for port scanning, uh, uh, um, use Wireshark for packet analysis, and then have a report. So this is what we call a lab. If you install Nessus, for instance, that's just installing the software. Then now you need to use Nessus to actually carry out a vulnerability scan or a vulnerability management project end to end to say, okay, I've identified, let's say, a particular vulnerable machine and I'm scanning it to find the vulnerabilities in that machine. That is end to end. So while you are building this lab, you must start to think in terms of what assets am I trying to protect. For example, Metasploitable. You cannot just install Metasploitable and be happy. Wow, I installed Metasploitable. Yes, you can be happy because the installation itself can be challenging. So go past the if you go past the hurdle of installing the software itself, yes, you should celebrate, drink some wine if you will, but after the installation then comes the actual lab, the actual learning. Okay, so installing the software is not enough. Installing is good, but the actual learning comes when you identify assets and what exactly do you want to do: protect, penetrate, harden, and whatnot. Okay, so again, I always like to think in terms of the CIA Triad, um, and how can your home lab, what is your home lab teaching you about CIA Triad? Always try to answer that question. And at the end of the day, make sure you're having a report, to come out with a report to say this is what I did and these are the steps. Now, this is what will boost your confidence when you are attending interviews. You'll be able to speak on actual workflows. If you are attending an interview for SOC, for instance, and you have actually not just installed Splunk or Wazuh, you have actually used it to protect assets. Maybe you have a website somewhere and you are ingesting logs from maybe your website, or even you simulate a brute force attack on your Ubuntu VM, and then you are ingesting those logs into either Splunk or Sentinel or Wazuh or any other SIEM tool, right? Then you can now come out with a report, and then you will be confident in explaining what you have done. All right. Also, if you are working with, let's say, IDS IPS systems, then you want to not just install Snort, for instance. You want to install Snort and you want to actually write the rules. Okay, you want to write rules to either detect or prevent malicious traffic. So these are the things that we are doing here. It's not just understand the concept. When we say you are building your cybersecurity home lab, it's not a destination that, oh, I'm done now, I can rest. No, you identify a particular workflow, the projects and the dependencies that workflow needs, and you work on it. So that is what the cybersecurity home lab is all about. It's not a destination, guys. Okay, so identify the workflow. If you are trying to build out a cybersecurity home lab in SOC, then identify different workflows that can easily make you increase your knowledge in that aspect. If you are going to do cybersecurity home lab in penetration testing, identify workflows. The same goes for vulnerability management. The same goes for GRC, really. So if you identify those workflows, then you build out specific, specific softwares, specific projects, all on your virtual machines. either you are choosing VirtualBox or VMware and whatnot, you are building them out on these virtual machines. That's why we call it cybersecurity home lab. All right. And it's good because you can do a lot of experimentation. You can break things without worrying that real life operations will be affected. So this is really important that I explain this. So in the next video, I will walk you through a tool that comes bundled with Kali Linux called Burp Suite. Burp Suite is something you can also install on your Windows machine as a standalone software, or your Mac or your Linux system as a standalone software. But it also comes bundled up with Kali, and we'll look at Burp Suite. I'm going to take you how I'm using Burp Suite on a daily basis in my daily work. Okay, how I'm using Burp Suite and how you can become a master at Burp Suite. All right. So I hope you learned something from this video explanation about cybersecurity home lab, and I hope you also subscribe to the channel and share the video. If you stay long enough here, you'll become a cybersecurity expert. Thank you for watching this one. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.